Hey guys, Upsin, and this is the story of what happened when I went pking. Now, of course, a week or two ago I got piety, so I was pretty eager to test out how well it would work in the wilderness. I couldn't really find anyone my level. I'm level 93 right now, level 92 in this video. So it's difficult to find people who are around that level. Usually it's just pures, or sometimes if you do, they have vengeance, which is not a fair fight at all. You know, I'm only like 67 magic, I think, so nowhere near the level. So anyway, I found this Daraker. I'll call her Shia. I mean, it might just be a girl account, but she tallies. So I PM her saying, you know, why don't we add each other? We go to a private world and we can rematch. It's always nice to go to a private world. You'll see this a lot with people because there's no looters. There's no one. It's, you know, if you die and you got to go grab your stuff, it's a lot easier to go and find it. As opposed to running around when there's other red dots on the minimap. So we go and we find a nice little spot. There happened to be some noob here already. Only problem with main fights is that they it's difficult to get KOs. I wasn't using the anchor here because I didn't want to risk it. It might protect over whip, but then that would be even worse. So I was pretty cautious here to make sure I didn't get smited for the whip. She wanted to use smite earlier, and I said I'm not going to fight you if you're using smite. Overall, it was working pretty well, though. I was only using Addy gloves because Barrow's gloves you cannot pick up from the ground when you die. I don't think you can for any of the gloves other than in EOC. I think you can grab like Rune back or something, but and they're not 100k in this game. They're 130k, which is quite a lot. So I figured I would just use up all the Addy gloves I had from only having part of Recipe for Disaster done for like a month or so before I finally got out Barrow's gloves. I do have an extra pair, but I just have two pairs so they stack. Yeah, as you see, it's difficult to hit. She was using Torso, which is a little bit less defense, but it's still fun. You know, I just kind of prefer this type of pking. But what you see here is my mouse died, and I couldn't move. I couldn't eat at all. My mouse is just kind of wiggling over there. Nothing's happening, and I'm freaking out because if I can't get back there, I would lose my torso. So the mouse is dead. I'm looking at the screen. I'm perfectly fine. I would be perfectly ready to go and run, but the mouse died. So right now, I was scrambling through the drawers looking for extra batteries. I always kept spares. And this is actually my fault because the wireless mouses, people give them crap. They're actually pretty nice. I have a Dell one. It lasts like 6 weeks usually per 2 AA batteries. But there's a little, usually a week before it dies, there's a little yellow light that'll start blinking saying the battery's almost dead, and I just kind of ignored that like an idiot. So it happened, usually it would die on like a Slayer test, it was no big deal, but it died here. So as you saw right there, I was having trouble because I had to put the cover back on, so I couldn't right click, so I wasted time. But I run through my house, which I just got. The best thing is of course to actually have a glory with charges, but I figure there's plenty of time to go and run back. In the future, I'll be making sure that I use glories with charges, but I figured it wouldn't be that much of a difference just for me to run through a room in my house. And I do ultimately get my torso back. For those who don't know, there's a 3-minute time limit to grab your stuff back. It's kind of interesting how the drop mechanics in the RuneScape work. Like when you drop an item, it appears to other people for like a minute, and then as you see here, I'm buying my stuff back. She was nice enough to sell it. In like a minute after you drop it or so, it'll appear to other people. Of course, if it's an untradeable, it won't. That's why you can't drop trade things. It's a common scam from back in the day. But basically, after 3 minutes, the item will be gone. It will go to, you know, escape rune or whatever. So it was kind of annoying that I had to die and waste, you know, some money to buy my stuff. I didn't buy the rune legs back because I had plenty of those. I get them from treasure trails. As you see here, I don't have much of a cash stack, but this video is a day old, and since then I got a second black mass drop and a 4th Zamorak Page, which is just incredible. I don't know if I'll show you those pictures. Actually, why not? Hold on. So this was my second black mass drop I got yesterday. I only kill them on task. I don't camp them. It's really not worth camping really anything in this game in my opinion. Maybe Abbey Demons, maybe a Dark Beast, but you're not getting Slayer XP. So that was nice. Another 600k. The first one I got a while ago on test was like 650k. So they've gone down a little bit. And then about a half hour ago, I got this from a level 2. This is the 4th Zamorak page I've gotten to date. So if I actually had not sold any of them, I could have just filled up my book with them, which is kind of funny. But they're really only useful for pures, unless you want to go ranging or maging, which it's still quite expensive. So I did sell it for about 550k. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Be careful. Make sure you replace your mouse batteries and have some backups. And thanks for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and join the friend chat. Andrew AJT62. Happy pking.